How are you? Welcome to your reading. I'm hoping that you're well, happy, safe. Uh, um, Today we're going to be doing your January, February predictions and see what wants to come through. So go ahead and hit the like button, share, subscribe in case you haven't, so you know when I go live, you get notified. And let's do Gemini's read to see what wants to come through. Okay. Gemini, what's the energy for you, honey? What do you need to hear right now? What is going on? Firstly, I heard for some of you, your family safe and sound. If there's been a person around you hurting or not feeling well, they are going to be recovering. They're going to be starting to feel better. This could even be talking about you yourself as well. Ah, okay. I feel like, first of all, oh my gosh, there is a lover in your reading that I'm seeing. Okay. There could be an earth sign. I'm seeing a water sign. Libra is showing up. Cancer is also showing up in your reading. Pisces too. There is a person here showing up in your reading that definitely is very healthy for you. Okay. It's a very, very positive energy. I think it's for a lot of you, somebody who's very hardworking. They're shown as very innocent. Okay. In your reading. So it could be somebody that, let's say, buys you things without you asking, checks in with you a lot. I think for a lot of you, either this is somebody you know from work, if not, could be online and even that you deal with each other through communication. But they are showing up as very rather sweet to you. And there's a lot of halos, which is showing up as this person having a positive effect on you, being very positive for you in your life. I do feel as if you're going to be, if you have a particular business for yourself, there's going to be a lot of clients coming in. If for some of you, this is talking about you being very busy with a particular business, the spirit is saying there's going to be a lot of clients. I even feel like to the point where you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what to do. There's so many people waiting. There's so many people wanting to book with me. There's so many people wanting to, work with me. There's definitely this energy of you being really, really busy regarding work. If you work also, if you have a particular full-time job and it's not a business, it's also talking about you doing really, really well regarding your performance. So there could be a raise or promotion, and timing of that is within the next 8 months, okay, is what is showing up. But a lot of pentacles, a lot of stability regarding a beautiful connection, okay, a lot of stability. Some of you, summertime could be significant. Somebody could be born around summer, or maybe from now up until summer. There's a chance you're going to be getting really, really close with someone. So let's do your oracle portion and see what wants to come through. Okay. Let's see regarding Gemini. Gemini, what's going on with you? Yeah, sadness is going to leave your family, leave you, okay? So if there's been sadness regarding family, if there's been drama around family, that will resolve. I also feel like for some of you, it's like you want a person to leave you alone. I don't know. It's like you don't get a good vibe from somebody. I do see, though, that there's going to be forgiveness, okay, an apology regarding that situation. What I am seeing here in your reading is a lot of love coming in, a lot of sense of peace. And I think for some of you, when you connect with this lover, one thing you're going to notice is this is how love is supposed to be, Like you're going to kind of have a different perspective regarding love, regarding how relationships work, how family works, I think that this is somebody who is teaching you a lot and vice versa as well. And I think could be somebody that even is very close to their family, okay? So it is definitely somebody who's very family oriented showing up in your reading. Now, let's get more messages. There could be inheritance for some of you in store. So just saying, there could be inheritance, especially could be regarding a land or a place. I also feel the need to tell you to save things, you know? Like either this is talking about saving up money, it's talking about not overspending. Maybe for some of you, you're renovating a place. That could be the case too, but that could be significant for you. Regarding Valentine's, I feel like there could be a person that wants to offer something to you. So for some of you, they could even give you a spiritual gift, is what I heard. If it's not a spiritual gift, maybe you have the spiritual gift, the Spirit is saying, but they could be kind of like buying something that's going to really stand out to you, okay? Because you have a gift energy. So that is definitely showing up. And it's crazy to think about. We are in January and soon it's gonna be May, June, soon it's gonna be your birthday, then it's gonna be Cancer season. It's just crazy to think about. So let's see more messages. All right, let's see what else wants to come through for you. I love the energy of this reading a lot. And I want to tap onto the outcome and other messages. Let's see. What else wants to come through for Gemini? You're going to have intimacy. You're going to have sexy time with somebody, is something I heard. I'm hearing that 80s song in my head that goes very like, ba, 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 or however that goes. Ba, you guys know that song? I don't even know the lyrics of that. But you're going to be intimate with someone soon. And I would feel like they could want to propose to you. They could already be thinking about walking down the altar with you. I'm not even kidding at this point. I think this is somebody who's really taking things far. And another message I also see for some of you is you could possibly at a certain point just completely switch to working from home. Either it's that or it's talking about you having a higher position where you kind of are having a manager role. You have like boss role. So that is something I'm seeing in your reading. But there's a person in your reading that I see who's very attached to you, who's gonna be, let's say if they give you a gift, they're just analyzing your facial expressions to see if you like it. I think it's somebody who really cares a lot about how you feel, what you think. They're deep down a people pleaser. When it comes to you, they're a pleaser. So it's somebody who's definitely gonna really, take care of you. See how within this card, he's kind of really gazing at her. She's looking away. So it's definitely talking about somebody who's like really into you, always concerned about you, always, wanting to make sure you're happy. So it's sweet. Somebody could be even a Capricorn. I also feel like at work they could really message you a lot, or they could think a lot about you at work. There could be also for some of you a lawyer helping you regarding a court situation, or it's talking about a person who has a lot of experience that could be older that's helping you out. Okay, so keep that in mind. Is there any advice or any other messages that we have for Gemini? Is there any advice or any outcome messages regarding Gemini? Stop fighting love. I know you're the type that at times you run away from it, but I think you most need it. Okay? Some of the Spirit is saying that this connection that you have right now, I think, you could be testing this person to see how much they have feelings for you, but it's the connection it's here to stay is what I'm going to tell, regarding this. And I think for some of you really hurt this person by like at times feeling protective, not trusting them. You kind of make them upset, when they feel like you cannot see how much they actually have feelings for you. I also have a sense, another way you're going to really tell who this person is, they're really competitive when it comes to your other lovers. They always make sure that they're doing the most for you. But heavy signs of water and earth, they could have strongly in their chart. Taurus, Leo also is showing up, okay? So a connection that's here to stay, and I feel the need to tell you to not push it away, okay? So that kind of rhymed. Is there anything else that you need to hear as advice? I think you dealt with somebody in the past, right? And what happened is they didn't want a commitment, or you really want a commitment with them, but they didn't offer it to you. I have a sense that they are going to be coming towards you to offer that commitment when you're already committed to somebody else. Okay. So if you dealt with, especially a fire sign, if you dealt with somebody and you want a commitment with them, but they didn't offer it to you, I'm going to predict already by May, April this year, you're going to be in another connection where your person's really devoted to you. And I think this person could pop from nowhere, you know, wanting to be with you. But to be honest with you, I even feel like this person, they're showing up as very, it's like they wanted is attention. You know that song by Charlie Puth, Attention. You just want attention. You don't want my heart. I think this person really is obsessed with getting attention from you and from other energies. So during the time when you were really invested with them, in them, I think they kind of really craved for that sense of attention from others as well. And that's something that was maybe a turnoff. So I think what you're going to notice is they're going to want your attention when you're already involved. And I think um, it's kind of going to make them even feel more obsessed because they can't get it anymore, like how they used to, okay, from you. So that's the energy. Let's see if there's any angel messages. I actually love Charlie Puth. All right. You have the Guardian of Thought. It says, you may be called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find one yourself. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person may be emotionally unavailable. Why do I feel like your reading's calling you out? Some of you, the spirit is saying you could be emotionally unavailable. So if there's a person coming towards you and really wanting to put effort into the connection and invest, you might be realizing that you might as well could be emotionally unavailable, And I think the reason could be because you dealt with those kind of energies before. You know how I always usually say, we don't think things, we receive, the thoughts. So sometimes you can receive somebody else's energy if you've been with them, for a long time. So the spirit here is telling you there's a connection that's here to heal you and make you available emotionally. And why do I have a sense for some of you are actually used to emotionally unavailable people, and it's really bad. It's kind of sad, you know? And I think when this person shows up, you're gonna be like, oh, that's weird. Why does the person want to talk to me every day? Why do they want to see me? Why do they want to put so much effort? Like, you're going to start to question it. I think I predicted this before where I was saying you're not going to kind of believe, or you're going to be kind of surprised at how somebody's just, in love with you. Like, they're going to just try for everything. They're going to do things no one's ever done. So that's the kind of energy that I'm seeing. I also feel like for some of you, I'm hearing you're going to have some time off, maybe from work. So it would be a good idea for you to have a time off, or for you to kind of maybe, if you're planning a vacation, if you're planning to go on a trip, that could also be a possibility. Um, I also see for some of you a lawyer really helping you. And this lawyer, like I said, could be older. Okay. Maybe this particular man here in the picture could be significant. But for a lot of you, the spirit is here to tell you, let somebody help you, if they're very experienced. What I do really, really like about this card is it usually talks about you communicating and calling someone out if you really need to, So if you feel like you got to confront someone, you better confront. If you feel like you better put a boundary, put a boundary. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's regarding love or family situation, right? Maybe you need to call someone out. Maybe, you have done that. And the spirit's like, okay, you did the right thing. Okay. But definitely the energies say no if you feel like the right answer is no. All right. You don't have to go along with everything. So, yeah, it's like not wanting to be gaslit, or manipulate or whatever, but a lot of healing and a lot of clarity, truth. I also feel like for a lot of you, there could be a return of someone. And once that happens, you're going to be like, oh, what are you doing here? You know, it's like, didn't expect it, nor did I really want it. Or, you know, I think you're going to be kind of shocked at how somebody's going to make a return to you in a way. So that's your reading. Do let me know what you think. Some of you, if you have a presentation or some kind of a workshop or some kind of a gathering coming up where you're being the spokesperson, I think you're going to be doing amazing. Maybe this is regarding interview, or even this could be regarding your studies. Just to let you know, February is showing up that there could be, you know, good message, yes, answer. So hit that like button, share, subscribe, make sure that you hit the bell notification so you get notified whenever I'm live. And if you want to book for a personal, visit sabaster.com to book that personal reading. I'm right here. I love you. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye bye, Gemini. Love you.